What's up, y'all? My name is John Hart. If you're new here, thanks for being here. In the last video, I did a life update, talked about leaving Nashville about 2.5 years ago and ending up moving back to Mississippi. Talked about business stuff and buying a house and plans for music over the next several months. So I'm gonna do a house tour. Buying a house, it was not something that I was like aggressively looking to do, and this place popped up and it just ended up working out. It's like the Lord just held it for me. It was kind of like a 5 or 6 month process. Previous contracts fell apart a couple times, and I ended up getting it. So really excited. The last couple years I have, from living in a small house off grid for a handful of months to living with my parents for about 8 months when I moved back down here to Mississippi, to living with a couple of friends in their basement, to living above a friend's garage for the last 1.5 years. I've moved around a lot, and to have just space and to just have somewhere where I can settle down. This kind of feels like me really cementing myself in Mississippi, which is exciting. I didn't really have plans to move, but this just feels like this is me kind of planting roots, and that feels good. And there's been a lot of just moving around in different parts over the last like 7-8 years of my life. So yeah, going to show y'all around and also talk about just plans, like what I plan to do with it. All right, so this is the driveway coming in. I love the tree-lined driveway. I've always liked those. This is the pasture on this side of the fence, and so that's from that fence over is part of the property, and then this is the bigger pasture over here. There's the lawnmower that I bought yesterday. Actually really excited about that because some people told me, they were like, hey, get a zero turn, and there's something about the aesthetic, like, I don't know, kind of vintage aesthetic of like a lawn tractor that I love, and is a lot cheaper. So ended up getting that, and this is the house. So it's kind of got like a wraparound front porch on it, which I really like and excited about. I've been out there every morning since I've been here early, having quiet time in the morning, so that's been really nice. It's got, here's the garage here, that's attached to the house but open. And then really excited about this. So plans for this, it needs to be rebuilt, at least the top of it. I think the underside looks pretty good from what I've seen, but we'll rebuild the whole top of it. And what I'm excited about with that is that it's right where the driveway fans out. So the plan would be to start having shows out here. I want to do like a curated kind of songwriter type show night and bring in people from outside of Mississippi. I've never had a place before to entertain and to kind of do stuff like that. So got the space for it, and then could just crack the gate to the pasture and have people park out there. So a lot that I could do with that. Moving into the garage, here's the storage room in the garage. That's just more storage there. I'm still in the process of moving in. Coming in the front door, stairs. So this is the living room. We'll plan to just pretty standard mount it, put a TV on top of the mantle there, and yeah, that's the living room. And then over here, excited about this room too. So this is going to be the study, is the plan. If I can find the light switch. There we go. So the plan for this room is to have it as a study. Got the piano in here because that's not getting moved upstairs. And the vision for this room is to kind of have like cowskin rug down here, like kind of a leather recliner chair there, and then run some floating shelves to have open bookshelves. And I got a good bit of this furniture from my dad's parents. So my grandparents on that side had a house in North Carolina, and they don't have it anymore, but got some of the furniture that was like very kind of Western mountain themed. So that'll fill out this room. In here, this is the kind of sunroom, like breakfast room type deal. So I will put a little like circular table in there, probably nothing too fancy. Here's the kitchen. The last like year and a half almost, I have not had a kitchen at all. I've had a microwave and like a little bitty small Blackstone that I cooked on some, but have not had a kitchen. Also excited, I have not had a washer dryer in, I mean, a long time. The last couple years I was in Nashville, I went to the laundromat because those last 2 years I had no Wi-Fi, no washer dryer, no dishwasher, no oven. Got a laundry chute from the guest bathroom upstairs. Pumped about that. Here's the downstairs half bath. And the plan for this is to have my sister paint a mural. She's really good at doing that. Live Wire Walls is her Instagram handle if you want to go look at some of the stuff she's done. It's really good. So that's the plan for this half bath here. Moving upstairs, I'll finish these stairs at some point once I decide what color I want to stain them. There's 3 bedrooms upstairs. This one, as you can see, will end up being the studio, at least for right now. The main reason for that is this closet's bigger than the one in the other guest bedroom, so I would plan to pull this out and panel that and have it as a vocal booth, but also it's big enough for somebody to be in here with a guitar if you want to kind of get some isolated stuff done. This is the landing, which I don't know what I'm going to do with this either. It's just, I don't know if there could be a chair or a writing desk or something, so we'll figure that out. And then this is the guest bathroom there. Excited to have somewhere where people can come stay because I haven't had that in a lot of years either, really ever. So excited about that. This will be the guest bedroom. And when I was like unpacking, I found a bunch of robes and stuff that I had, like I'd say a bunch, like 2 or 3. So we're gonna have those in this closet, so towels and robes and stuff for make the guests real comfortable. And then this is the master. So not really sure what I'm gonna do with the rest of the space. I guess I'll have to get some more furniture. But there's that. If you don't do this, throw you some verses up on the wall. Here's the bathroom, complete with his and her sinks. Here's the closet. That's the upstairs. And now we'll go to my favorite part of the property, and that's in the back. So let's check that out. All right, so back porch, back here, property line goes back there, and my plan is to basically build the fence from there and run it back towards the back of the property. I'll show you when I get back there, and then basically make an alley running back behind here and put a round pen out there for training. I'd like to hopefully take some colts in or buy some stuff from the sale barn, but I'd like to have it set up to where I can push horses in that way and take them all the way around the back without having to ever touch them if they're kind of wild, to get them into a round pen where I can fool with them. This is the barn. 3 stalls in here, and it's full electric, so got some fans because it stays hot down here a lot of the year. So keep the horses nice and cool. Got the ropes there. This saddle has actually been at my parents' house for a long time. This was the one that I rodeoed on and rode colts in and stuff in high school, and the tree's broken on it, I think, so I'm looking to get that repaired. Definitely never selling this. This will be around for sentimental reasons. I got it from the guy that I kind of learned everything from, who passed away. It's probably been 10 or 12 years at this point. Time kind of gets away. But yeah, that one is going to be staying with me, and hopefully can really get that refurbished and back to where I can use it. And then here, I'll come show you from the other side, but this is the shop for like working on vehicles, stuff like that. So that's what it looks like from that angle, and the plan is to keep those 2 spots open and then pull this stuff out and put a gym in right here. More storage back there, more storage up top. I'm really tempted to put a sauna in, like to build one back there. So we'll see how that works out. And then the plan like I said, with the fencing would be to run it here, tie in right here, and then have an alley back here for the round pen that I think would be right there. That's about the flattest part of the property. So plan there, and then just a shed for parking stuff and whatnot, mowers and trailers and whatnot that's covered right there. Also really excited about this. I'm definitely planning on doing a series for this remodel. So I think this was like a kid's playhouse or something, and it's actually like the bones of it are pretty good, and it's built like an actual small house. So it's got metal roof on it up there that you can see. It's got this like cedar siding on it, and it's got electricity run to it. It's not working right now, so we'd have to figure that out. But I don't know if you probably can't see that, but there's drywall and stuff in there. So it's a pretty cool little build, and the plan for this would be to turn it into a writing studio. So keep the roof. The siding feels pretty good, so keep that, but like clean it, restain it, and then completely redo the inside. Have it set up to where there's no screens, and just have it very like warm, rustic, and have it as a standalone writing studio. I've got a brother that's in med school who would probably come out here and use it to hole away and study, and other friends who are in the ministry to prep sermons and stuff, and I would use it for the writing stuff that I'm working on kind of all the time, or quiet time in the morning, but just having a standalone, just independent space for writing. So I'm really excited about that. I think we can make it really cool for like not a lot of money. So that's the plan with that, and yeah, that's the property. It will definitely keep me busy for a while. I'll do some painting inside, probably at some point paint the outside of the house, a lot of fencing, rebuilding the deck, redoing the writing studio. So I'm planning to do just like YouTube stuff along the way of the upgrades. I've got a good bit to do, planning on like mid-November, I think, having a big housewarming party out here, which is not something that I would normally do. I'm not one to entertain and have a bunch of people over normally, but I've also never had a place to do it. So yeah, a lot of my thought and prayer throughout the whole process of kind of getting this place was, if it can be something that will serve other people and be a place where I can facilitate community and use it to keep working to build what I feel called to build with the vision that I feel like I've been given, then that it would work out. And it did, and I'm really excited about it. And from an investment standpoint too, you know, if y'all have been following me on Instagram, you probably seen me talk about this truck that I have I bought 4 or 5 years ago, and it has been a money pit from the day I bought it. Like, it's just almost everything that could go wrong has gone wrong on it, and it's the payment's too high. I shouldn't have bought anything that expensive, but I don't have any regrets, because I was doing it to start the first business that I tried in Nashville, which was a transport company. Did that for a year, realized very quickly that was not what I wanted to be doing. But, and I think this for other people, like you, if you are diligently trying something, you should never apologize or have regrets about taking steps to do that. The Lord's provided for me. Like, I'm still here. I haven't missed a payment on it, but it has been a money pit. And I was thinking about, from an investment standpoint, like when I bought that truck, I was completely at the disposal of, if anything went wrong with it, of somebody else needing to fix it. And I've started working on my own stuff a good bit lately, but it was just, I thought about putting that amount of money and risk into something that I just was at the behest of somebody else needing to fix it if something went wrong. And with the business, if you're new here, I have a home services business. We do a bunch of like light duty kind of contracting. Like, we're not building from the ground up necessarily, but we do a lot of carpentry, drywall, paint, just all that kind of stuff. And I've learned a lot, and we're doing more and more remodels. So I was like, I might as well put my money and take, a calculated amount of risk into investing into something that I can work on myself, because it means I can fix stuff. I can do the upgrades for, way, way cheaper than somebody who's not in that world could do, and it's in an area that is kind of on the come up. And so yeah, it's I'm really excited about it, and I really believe that it's going to fuel a lot of creative stuff. And I feel like I've kind of needed a jolt for that, and I'll talk more about that in some upcoming videos. But yeah, that's the place. There will be a lot more stuff with just series of kind of upgrading and redoing stuff and just seeing if we can make it cool. So anyway, if you liked the video, or if you've gotten anything out of it or want to keep following along, would love it if you subscribed or commented or shared it with somebody, just anything to kind of feed the algorithm a little bit. So love y'all. I will talk to you soon. See ya.